If you know my family, if you know my son, you know Cohen, my youngest 3-year-old, loves Spider-Man. In fact, yesterday, Chance and Jordan, their son Case, also loves Spider-Man. And he had a Spider-Man party, and Case and Cohen were in Spider-Man costumes while the rest of the children were in human clothes, and they were running around having a big time. Cohen has loved Spider-Man for a long time. About a year ago, probably, Ariel probably knows better, it feels like about a year ago, Cohen was running around in a Spider-Man costume, and he was saying, I'm Spider-Man, I'm Spider-Man, playing and having a great time, which is great. And this is a 100% true story. There was a moment where he went over to the wall after seeing Spider-Man climb a wall, and he put his hands on the wall, and he tried to climb it. And this went on for honestly, for about 5 or 6 minutes, where he was confused why it wasn't working. That he saw him do it on TV, and then there was this moment where he realized that it wasn't working, and he broke down in tears. Like this severe fit where he realizes that he can't climb the wall the way Spider-Man does. Okay, now, I have an option here as a parent. What I could do is say, no, you are Spider-Man, right? Be confident in yourself. The way you feel about yourself is the truth. Let's show how confident we are in you. Let's go to the roof, right? You can swing off of it. It'll be great. That's an option I have as a parent. But I can affirm his mistaken self-identity. Or I can be a proper parent and break his little heart and say, Cohen, I love you. You're not Spider-Man. You can't climb a wall. We're not going to go to the roof. The person you think you are on the inside, that you feel like on the inside, is in fact not who you truly are. And I get to go in and tell him that really inside, truly, he is much more beautiful and better even than Spider-Man. That he is my son, that he is God's son, that there's far better things in the world than climbing a wall, as impossible as that seems for a 3-year-old mind. But there's this moment, right, where I have an opportunity, when my child identifies as this thing which is not true and which will be harmful if I allow it to go on. But I can make him feel good, and I can tell him that inside what he feels is the truth. Or I can do the more difficult thing and tell him the actual truth that will cause harm now, but will lead to his flourishing in the end, his flourishing later. So much of parenting is reminding your kids who they are. When they are bullied, when they lose, when they come home in tears, when they feel like failures, when they're telling themselves that they're nothing but a loser, you as a parent can, in their eyes, and tell them that that's not the truth. You tell them who they are. That they are your son, that they are your daughter, that they are loved more than they could possibly imagine until they have their own children, and that they are God's, and they are infinitely loved, so much so that he came for them. You tell them what is true. Because you as a parent know better than they do. Because I as a parent, when my son was trying to climb the wall, knew better than him that he wasn't indeed going to be able to, because that wasn't who he is. Because that when my son or my daughter comes home and feels like a failure, I know better than them that they're more than their failures, that they're more than their mistakes. And it is my responsibility to tell them what is true. And all the beautiful things about who they actually are and their real identity in our family and in Christ. The truth is, the Father knows better than you who you are. And though the difference in intellectual ability between myself and my 3-year-old son seems vast, and it is. The difference between even my intellectual ability, which is vast, of course, and God's intellectual ability is so much greater than the difference in me and Cohen. So much more infinite than the difference. So if lowly intellectual Renee knows better than Cohen, then how much more does God know better than me who I am? The one who formed me and molded me and created me in all that I am. The Father knows better than you are, and that's a wonderful and beautiful truth.